brand new episode of 9XM Soundcast, the podcast. We have exclusively for you the Doorbeen guys, Onkar and Baba and Shreya Sharma, the amazing vocalist for Prada.
आज कर ले तो वादा पहले लेके दे पराड नहीं था दूरो दूरो नहीं था दूरो दूरो नहीं था दूरो दूरो तकदा रही मैं होर कोई लब लूं तो चाहा
काले है चश्मे ते काली तेरी वालियां तेरे डमांडा हुणे नवी तेरी यागियां 2 महीने च हिला खट्टी करी चालियां वाह जी वाह क्या खूब तालियां करती मेरी जेब तू खाली गॉडडैम इस मेरी बढ़ती ही गांधी कर रहम थोड़ी कर मेरी फिक्र रैन छोटी छोटी गल्ला पीछे लड़े आना चाहिए
कल चुपचाप माना मैं बना के बैठी माना कल चुपचाप मान मैं बना के बैठी मान एवे झूठे आना कल हमारी चाह नहीं तो गुस्सा हो जाऊंगी मैं सजना.
It's fun to be here on 9XM. Thank you for this opportunity.
I've always been a big fan of podcasts. I think I used to start my day with like listening to one while getting ready, and you know when I lived in New York, I'd like plug it in on my phone and like on my way on the subway. So it was a big culture over there, and it's growing here. On this platform, I heard Vishal and Shekhar's podcast, and it was so inspiring, especially since I've idolized them for as long as I've wanted to be a singer.
वो भी याद है गुरु रंधावा वाला भी हमने देखा था वो.
Yeah, that was quite.
I think it's a great platform, and it's a great way for musicians like us to connect with people.
Yes, kind of get inspired by your story. You know, every artist has a different story to share.
Fun to listen to podcasts. बहुत नए music and fresh sounds सुनने को मिलती हैं, and podcast really is a good vibe.
You guys came with a bang with your song Lamberghini, but very few people know about how the journey began. कितने साल लग गए वो एक सॉन्ग के लिए. आपने म्यूजिक की शुरुआत कैसे हुई आपकी अपनी लाइफ्स में, कैसे आप लोग सब मिले?
It was a very exciting journey. मेरे को याद है मैं अपने एंड पे म्यूजिक बनाता रहता था. Then I met Gautam, also known as Baba now. And
Sharma ji ka beta.
Yeah, so we'll also find out why these interesting names. Doorbeen itself is so unique, so we'll also get to know.
इस कॉलेज डेज में मैं लाइक भाई बहुत अच्छा रैप करते थे, तो आई थॉट वी शुड डू इट एज अ टीम. देन आई वाज लर्निंग म्यूजिक प्रोडक्शन, तो बैक देन आई रियलाइज हमें दोनों को साथ में कुछ प्रोजेक्ट्स करने चाहिए, एंड आई वाज ट्राइंग माय बेस्ट आई कुड, एंड भाई बहुत अच्छा रैप करते थे, तो वी कोलैबोरेटेड ऑन दिस सॉन्ग Lamborghini, एंड इवेंचुअली लाइक एवरीवन लाइक्ड इट.
काफी टाइम से लगे हुए थे. Lamborghini तो काफी बाद आया. उससे पहले कितने ट्रैक्स हमारे चल रहे थे. कुछ तो हम ये सोचते थे यार अभी रिलीज करेंगे अभी करेंगे, तो वो अभी तक भी नहीं हो पाए हैं. कुछ तो ऐसे भी हैं. दोनों एक दूसरे से मिले तो हमें समझ आया कि ठीक है हमारे को एक टीम की तरह काम, क्योंकि हमने 1-2 प्रोजेक्ट्स बिना एज अ दूरबीन रखे ही नाम, जब भी कुछ नहीं रखा था.
We both used to put in a lot of effort in our music. बहुत घंटे like hours and hours we should. That's how we.
कभी-कभी तो ऐसा होता था हम दोनों साथ में बैठे होते थे जब नए मिले थे हम. म्यूजिक के बारे में, आर्टिस्ट के बारे में 2-2 घंटे 3-3 घंटे बातें चली जा रही है. उनके जर्नी दिखी जा रही है कि यार कैसे स्टार्ट हुए थे, क्या हुआ था. तो फिर करते करते एक दूसरे के साथ थोड़ा सा और अपना समझ आया कि भाई म्यूजिक के अंदर अच्छे हैं. मैं राइटिंग में थोड़ा सा कर रहा था, हमें समझ आ गया ठीक है साथ में काम करने चाहिए.
I remember ऐसे ही हम म्यूजिक बनाते रहते थे. The good thing was कि जब हम इस जर्नी पे थे म्यूजिक की, तो हम लाइक बहुत हर रोज ही ट्राई करते थे एक नए आइडिया को बनाने का. तो 2-3 दिन में हमारा कॉन्सेप्ट रेडी होता था. Then we used to feel okay, yeah, this is good. Then we started working on new ideas. So it was like जो भी हमारे ideas हो, जो भी as a
एक बैंक रेडी होता था.
बाबा नाम कैसे पड़ा?
हाँ,
बाबा.
What kind of a Baba is he?
बाबा मैं बताता ये बाबा बड़ी खतरनाक स्टोरी थी. तो ऐसी मतलब कुछ नहीं, मतलब नाम मेरा रियल गौतम. और उसके बाद जब मैं स्कूल टाइम में रैप कुछ लिखता था, कुछ भी मतलब गाना या कुछ भी रैप ऐसा, तो क्या होता था अपने जो क्लासमेट अपने दोस्त थे उनको सुनाता था रिसर्च के अंदर कि यार ये सुनियो तो ये कैसा लग रहा है, बताइए कैसा लग रहा है ये वो. तो मैं पूछता था उनसे. तो एक ऐसा ही रैप था, तो उसके लिए बहुत ही गंदे, बहुत ही घटिया, मतलब बहुत ही ज़्यादा घटिया थे. तो मैं वो मतलब सुना भी नहीं सकता. तो ये 2000 बहुत पुरानी 9 समथिंग की बात है, 9-8 की. तो मैंने तब उसको सुनाया, तो उसके अंदर एक लाइन थी बाबा, जब भी ऐसे करके कुछ बाबा लाइन आती है उसके अंदर. तो मेरा एक दोस्त पीछे से बोलता कहता भाई यार बाबा ये तू यार, तो ऐसे करके उसने ऐसे बोला. तो फिर मैं क्या यार बाबा मैं 2-3 बार बोल गया. मैं कहा अच्छा लग रहा है बाबा. तो मैंने अपना फिर बाबा ही रख दिया, खुद ही नामकरण कर दिया. मैं बाबा ठीक है, रैपर नहीं बाबा.
Let's have Lamborghini, the iconic song, and we would love Shreya to join in.
Okay.
Lamborghini चलाई जाने ओ Lamborghini चलाई जाने ओ सानू भी झूठा दे दो किथे कल्ले कल्ले जाई जाने ओ सानू भी झूठा दे दो किथे कल्ले कल्ले जाई जाने ओ
मॉडल टाउन विच मारे गेड़ी ओ मॉडल टाउन विच मारे गेड़ी
सानू भी झूठा दे दो किथे कल्ले कल्ले जाई जाने ओ
Lovely, amazing, amazing. Did you guys expect कि ये गाना इतना ज़्यादा popular होगा और everybody is grooving to it and everybody is putting up their Instagram stories right from Bollywood stars to everybody.
No, I think we just feel really good about this कि like everybody's loving this song and
पर मतलब किसी सपने में देखा था कि मतलब
we had like no I think बस बनाया था I remember बस
You guys have blended folk music in such a new fashion, I can say, that it appeals to the youth. Like you have blended your lyrics, the tunes, the sound of your songs, both Lamborghini and Prada. The bass is very Indian, very folk, and the sound of it is very millennial. That is the striking feature of your music.
We have this very nice recording setup, so that really differentiates the sound that we record.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of technique I would say that we have, which is very unique from other recording sessions, other artists.
But tell me more about it. It's quite interesting.
Yeah. It's like every artist has their own ways of having recordings done. So we have kind of created a sound, what do you call it, like isolated zone where we record vocals to have more depth and the warmth in the sound. So that's the kind of things that we like to work on our kind
like
of.
How is it different from a regular song?
I think I'll tell you the major difference is the specification that is designed in. It's which gives the density. If you have more space, you kind of lose the density.
Right.
So it's like
packing.
So we kind of work on these things to make a sound actually have the depth.
So but did you guys learn? I mean, did you learn?
I think it was with doing and learning.
On the spot.
Yeah. And so
भाई तो प्रोडक्शन भी नहीं कहीं से सीखी है.
That's what.
मैंने YouTube से सीखी है सारी प्रोडक्शन. समझ अच्छा ये ऐसे.
Can you send me the links even? I want to know.
Wow, that's really awesome. Like you guys have actually.
Yeah. So
self-made, both of them.
We try to have that work on those details because that really helps to connect the dots of the whole structure of the song. So that's how we create songs.
Talking about Lamborghini, how did that idea? Because the original is a
I think
folk.
I would say it's
a Punjabi folk.
I think I had this folk element in me, like the family, from the family side, and musically I was very driven to the Western style of music. So I was very strong towards that kind of space, but I knew like to execute something like international, like a nationwide. So I need to have like the right blend of music. So I was very lucky that I met Gautam and Baba, that he writes those folk and he completes the whole sound of Doorbeen. So we have this right elements, I would say, to create a song, and we feature with female vocalists and bring more colors to the song, which people like and they connect with. And that's
और folk का मेरे को भी कहीं तक ये लगता है कि ये नहीं कि हम जबरदस्ती के ठीक है यार ये folk ट्यून जो से बहुत कैची है इसको डालते हैं. ये मुझे लगता है अंदर से, क्योंकि मेरे को भी ना लिखने, जैसे मैं बेसिकली पंजाब से हूँ जी, तो वहाँ पे हम बचपन से जब बड़े हो रहे थे तो ऐसी ऐसी इतनी चीजें सुनने को मिली, इतने ज्यादा ऐसे ऐसे ट्रैक सुने हैं कि काफी अच्छी लाइब्रेरी मेरे दिमाग में भरी हुई है. तो उस टाइम पे लिखते लिखते वो अपने आप ही मजा आता था कि फोक के ऊपर कुछ कर रहे हैं, कुछ अच्छा लग रहा है, इसको तो यार तोड़ना मोड़ना बड़ा अच्छा लगता है मेरे को बचपन से. और उसके बाद करते 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 ये लैम्बोर्गिनी का भी थॉट ऐसे ही बना, एक आइडिया बना, फिर उसके बाद भाई को बताया, सुनाया.
ऐसे ही मैंने फोक कंपोजिशन लिखी थी, एंड आई स्टार्टेड द कंपोजिशन, आई laid down some piano notes and it was sounding good. The chord progression was really, tropical, I would say. And we eventually I sung the hook part जो अभी रागिनी ने गा रखा था उसमें.
पहले ये सोचा था कि मेल हम ही
we had this whole story also. The whole song and the whole story was done. We felt okay, it's good, but like I think we just had this thought कि let's because the folk composition itself says it's like a thought of a female.
Yeah.
So it was good that we realized that, and we kind of thought of having Ragini, and that's how the Lamborghini was, and then we realized I think this can be a good style of work that we're doing.
it was a big surprise for the industry also that, you know, Lamborghini just came and you guys were there everywhere.
They believed in our music, so we are really happy. And I remember meeting Sonu Paji from Speed Records, so initially, and that's how we were able to, you know, bring the song to the people. And so it was definitely a long journey for sure. Like as an artist, we were supposed to, like, you know, the artists generally are supposed to make songs and you know, do videos. We then had to also like make sure it goes to the label the right way. And
they don't stop to be like, you know, Gana hit ho gaya hai, whatever. They'll be like, they're always inspired and they're always looking for inspiration. And when I'll take a week or something to be like, yeah, I'm going to party, I'm going to relax, main aaram karungi.
Basking in the glory.
I'll bask in the glory, you know. Not in the success, but like for 1 week, I'll be like, you know what, I'll just like take my mind. You know, for 1 week, I'll be like, you know, I'm just going to spend some time with, you know, like myself. I'm going to go to the spa, I'm going to get a blow dry. But Onkar and Baba, like, constantly unhe dimag mein kuch, like, it's like their mind is always at music. Some new idea is always striking. It's this genius that I don't possess.
You know, the Punjabi music scene, the independent music scene has changed drastically in India over the past few years, thanks to Yo-Yo Honey Singh and Badshah and so many other, Guru Randhawa and B Prak and all of that. The thought that, you know, how will we compete with these people, or will our product match with the existing? Lamborghini came in, when we saw the video, story was so simple, it was shot so simple.
Actually shot इसलिए simple हुआ क्योंकि पैसे नहीं थे ना.
You believed in your product.
Yeah, that's true.
इंसान को फोकस रहना चाहिए. जहाँ पे थोड़ी सी ये डिस्ट्रैक्शन आई ना कि अच्छा यार ये ऐसा कर रहा है, ये वैसा कर रहा है, यहाँ वहाँ मत देखें, बस अपना ब्लाइंडनेस लगा के.
It's a constant effort that, you know, hits the bullseye. That's
But I mean, I would also like to say, since you said that, you know, those moments of insecurity come where you compare yourself to anyone. Now, shortly after I recorded Prada, I will not take the person's name, but this one guy who was trying to make a Lamborghini called me to his studio, and he's like, मुझे वैसा ट्रैक बनाना है, and then like the song is very like lyrics are weird, like sound, it's just when you try to be a copycat, no, when you're trying to like imitate someone, आप अपनी originality खत्म कर रहे हो. And then I was just like, you know, I've worked with like the people who made Lamborghini, right? He's like, हाँ like झूठ बोल रही है. I was like, चल wait for 6 months बेटा, सब पता लग जाएगा.
So like being original, being yourself is something that
it's very important. And
I think music represents the individual and the kind of work, the ethics the person believes in. It reflects with the music, and that's what I feel.
And you really can't copy someone else.
You did not approach Alia that, you know, please talk about our song Lamborghini.
Right.
You did not speak to Ranveer Singh and Deepika Padukone. Lamborghini was playing when they were entering the Bengaluru wedding.
Yeah.
You guys did not think of all of that. All of that
You're
just
right.
happened.
Yes.
You have to focus on your content, and Lamborghini was super sensation.
I think if you ask us what was that thing, I think it was a very universal track. It had the beautiful female vocalist, had the new age rap music, it had R&B singing, so it had a
The
new kind
groove
of
was
the tropical,
Right.
the groove also was very tropical and had this, you know, nice, wrapped up in a very nice way, I would say, the whole song itself. And it just happened because we were in that process, I would say.
Yeah.
And you learn from every experience. From Lamborghini, on your way to Prada, what were the learnings that, you know, you can share with us?
A learning perspective, I would say it's something that we as an artist can't predict what is going to be a hit and what. But we definitely believe that we can, you know, try to create songs that people listen and they have a, you know, good experience about it. So this is what we are constantly trying to make songs जो कि audience सुने and they feel good, they feel lighter about the experience and they feel like grooving, dancing.
Yeah.
So that's the ultimate thing that we are trying to, you know, work on, and that's what we have learned and we are trying to, you know.
मेरे को लगता है हमने ये चीज़ भी एक नई सीखी है कि पहले क्या होता था, अपने को हर चीज़ में होता था कि यार वीडियो में भी अपने को बताना है क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना, हर चीज़ में बताना है, अच्छा ड्रेस भी ये बतानी है. तो हर एक इंसान का एक काम है. हमारा अगर म्यूजिक है तो जो डायरेक्टर है उसे पता है उसे क्या करना है, क्या उसे निकालना है उस चीज़ में से. एडिटर को पता है कि यार मुझे हाँ यहाँ पे कहाँ पे कट चाहिए मुझे. तो हर एक इंसान का एक काम है, वो भी चीजें समय लगी नहीं तो हमें बहुत कहते ना चुल थी, अच्छा यार ये इसको ऐसे कर दो, इसको ऐसे कर दो, तो थोड़ा सा काम डाउन होके कि ठीक है यार वो अपनी जॉब करे, फिर यार मेरे को लगता है ये ना यहाँ पे आपको कैसा लग रहा है, फिर बताना, क्योंकि हमारे को हर चीज में घुसने की बड़ी आदत है, हर म्यूजिक में, वीडियो में, हर चीज में।
When you're creating something,
तो
No, I mean, I'm a bit of a control freak that way.
पता करना चाहिए उस चीजों को।
As a musician, you do what your bit is, but the other person is also an artist. So let them go ahead with their inspiration, with their imagination.
Youngsters connect with youngsters enjoy all those things. That has that, commercial aspect.
It is.
And after Lamborghini, we definitely learnt a lot commercially, like experiences. So we felt we should work, on a commercial side of music to build the Doorbeen brand, and so that more people get connected with our music.
After being in Bombay for like a little over 2 years, it's very important to have the basic knowledge of music business, because you can sing, but you have to treat your voice, your music, your content as business. So you have to understand the basics of what work for you. I wouldn't say you have to understand the market, but you have to understand what about you is marketable.
When you're new, to make sure the song will reach to the people, because as an artist we remember like हमने गाना बनाया, उसके बाद हमने वीडियो भी शूट करी, उसके बाद once the product was ready, we were trying our best to reach the labels. So it was a journey for sure,
काफी चीजें दिमाग में कि खुद अपने ही चैनल पे करें, कैसे करें इसको रिलीज, किस टाइप से करें। उसी प्रोसेस में वीडियो बनने के बाद आई थिंक 4 महीने लग गए थे ना, 3-4 महीने उसमें भी लग गए थे। तो करते करते और हमने अपने अपना लैम्बोर्गिनी ट्रैक को हजारों से बढ़ते देखा है। ठीक है, अच्छा आए था हो गए मिलियन, वैसा नहीं था, धीरे धीरे हजार बढ़ रहे हैं। मेरे को भी याद है जब अपना कुछ हो रहे थे, मिलियन के पास जब आने वाले थे, तो अपने जो दिल्ली के दोस्त हैं वो यार कह रहे थे, कह रहे भाई 1 मिलियन हो जाएगा ना, तो मैं तो भाई अपना खूब ड्रिंकिंग करेंगे बढ़िया से खाएंगे। तो मैं कहा हाँ यार पक्का, पूरी अच्छे से करेंगे सब कुछ। तो फिर करते करते आज भी वो फोन करता है, कहता भाई अब तो 300 हो गए, क्या बात है तूने पिलाई नहीं अभी तक।
But coming back to what you said about the pressure, I remember meeting these two after I think it was like 250 million or something, or 200 million. And like their faces were so stressed, and I was like, yeah, you guys should be celebrating.
How did life change after Lamborghini? And also we'll talk about the pressure that oh my god, now I have to prove it again. That is also quite a task.
उसी चीज में तो मैं साल लग गया।
तेरे पीछे लग के हो या साल सोनिए।
तो वो था कि हम लैम्बोर्गिनी के बाद भी हम काफी टाइम से लगे थे, 4-5 ट्रैक थे हमारे माइंड में कि सेकंड कौन सा होना चाहिए, क्योंकि तब आ गया था दिमाग में कि धीरे धीरे कि यार अब अच्छा गाना जाना चाहिए जो सेकंड होना चाहिए। तो उसमें से 5 में से हमने एक पिक किया कि हाँ पराडा जो है वो वोट भी लिए थे अपने दोस्तों से जो खास है कि यार कौन सा तेरे को अच्छा लग रहा है, ये अच्छा गाना है, फिर ये करते हैं।
It was new and everybody was liking the groove and the vocals.
The young feel.
There's so much pressure, like people keep saying what's next, पक गए हैं। अरे ऐसा क्या हो रहा है? Prada releases. 1 week later, like I'm still like in my songs growing. It is growing, and people are like, so what's next? And I'm just like, it's been 5 days. सुन लो यार, गाने को सुन लो, enjoy कर लो. And like people still like, anytime I enter room, so what's next? Like,
it's good also, like, and
it's a lot of anxiety, I won't lie. It's good for like people like them who are like constantly like मुझ में इतनी intelligence नहीं है. I am not a musical genius like them. I can sing, but I am not composer, singer, rapper rolled into one. इन्हें ये नहीं होता कि एक track hit हो गया, थोड़ा holiday पे जाते हैं वगैरह. A lot of people do, but they're like, track hit हो गया, next song, and they're so passionate about their work. True. I will admit, I'll be the first person to admit it, I don't have that kind of passion.
I remember we had this conversation before, like we made this song. So we met at Naveen Bhaiya jo
Catalyst, yeah.
तो वहाँ पे I met Shreya, and I remember going back in the studio and भाई compositions पे काम कर रहे थे, and he just made me listen to this composition that he wrote, and I was like, sounds really good, and I just started working on the music, and it had a very new kind of very attitude, different kind of stylish vibe, and I think we should speak to Shreya.
क्योंकि हमारे को जो गाना लिखने के बाद मेरे को याद है कि जब भाई ने बताया था एकदम से कि बोला था कि यार ये वॉइस ना, ये गाने के अंदर जो कैरेक्टर है ना, वो क्या होना, हम काफी और भी सिंगर सोच रहे थे कि ये होनी चाहिए, तो भाई ने एकदम बोला, कहता है यार मेरे को लग रहा है कि यार वो लड़की का ना एटीट्यूड ही गाना ही है, गाना ही श्रेया का वो एटीट्यूड है। तो
Thank you, yeah.
So like for the first time when I heard it, I was like, obviously Alia is singing. So it was like that perfect for, you know, the video.
Yeah. I remember Shreya came over to the studio and we recorded her vocals. Naturally, she had this really amazing sound, which was really, you know, sounding perfect with the kind of music that we created. It was, you know, making her vocals stand out. So it's like this high shimmer that she has, which you know, very, you know, audibly it sounds really exciting to the ears.
So when we were discussing the track, I was like, character कौन है? And Baba was like, अब ये समझ लो पंजाबी लड़की है पर वो accent मार रही है. And I was like, ये मैं कर सकती हूँ. I can do this. I can do this. And like they're just like simplifying it at that moment. But I think the first time I recorded it, like first was like a learning thing. And then I called one of my friends and I was like, listen, I don't understand these words a little bit, like how do you say it? So he told me a little bit and then even he got irritated with like, you know, telling me how to say it. He's like, confidence se gaali sab ho jayega. Then when I came back and I was like, I started singing and Onkar was like, तेरी पंजाबी इतनी अच्छी कैसे हो गई?
The good thing was she worked on it, she took it very seriously and that's how the song could take a really good shape and that really matters.
I mean, I loved the song. I actually liked it. I was grooving to it and I heard it and I was like, so I really liked it. And then for me, and I think for most musicians, when we're working on something, if the rapport and the chemistry between artists isn't good, isn't something that like the artists are excited by, the project will never mirror what happened. The project has to mirror what happened in the studio. And if that doesn't happen, then it won't do as well. Actually, I remember that I had seen Lamborghini's final cut, final edit in the office. And Onkar was talking to Naveen sir, he's like, is the grading looking okay and everything, like the final things you were talking about. So, and then Lamborghini, just 2-3 days after that, it released and I saw it and I loved it. And I made some of my friends, so my friends from Meerut are very, very heavy in the Punjabi music scene. Super heavy. So I sent it to them, they were also grooving to it, they were like sending me videos and driving around. And then like shortly, I thought, you know, bulayenge. I thought, you know, that like it's a good song, will they even call me? So I was still in Delhi for some work and then Onkar texted me, he's like, can you come tomorrow morning and like 9 o'clock come? And I was like, wow. Because I'm not a morning person, but like I reached and these guys were also like waking up. They're like, हाँ पूरी रात गाने पे काम कर रहे थे. Then like, I also love the way they work. You know, a lot of people in this day and age, like they have like lyrics on WhatsApp and everything. Baba brings out his register, his diary, and he's like written these lyrics. That was
a couple of books.
And like I loved it because I'm a very like pen and paper kind of person. If I had to write, I write like that, you know, where I like a pen and a paper. And sometimes, you know, I've actually been in a ad thing where the lyrics aren't finalized, so I've written lyrics myself. So I loved it. I was just like, yes, pen, paper, like all of that. So that's just like a very small thing that like is my little quirk. And we ordered, then we sat, you know.
The thing was the way she understood those Punjabi notations.
Right.
But actually,
it
was a little tricky, but
वो चीजें like सिखाई तो the good thing was she was speaking Punjabi with a little bit of her style, right, feels, which was making it not too Punjabi. So that is what we felt was good.
सब चीजें मतलब यही कहेंगे, पता नहीं क्या अपने आप में ना सब चीजें अच्छी होती हैं.
It was just destiny, yeah. But again, like I've seen them work. When I first went to record Prada, like these guys hadn't slept the whole night and they were working on the song. Before we even went on to record, like we kind of talked about who the person is who's saying this, and we made this like love story in our head. That, you know, there's a girl and there's a guy.
And character banana.
And it was fun. I remember.
Yeah, we made like
we were giggling a lot. कुछ हंसी मजाक चल रहा था.
हाँ,
ये बोल रही है अच्छा Prada लेकर
निकल देगा दूर से देख.
A lot of different kind of elements to, you know, see if you know that works with the track. So it was fun.
And there were so many takes that we took just for fun, where I'd be recording and I'd be like, तेरी ना होंगी and I'd just take those and like Baba would be like, yeah, we could do something around it, and Onkar would be like, नहीं, calm down guys, वापस आ जाओ.
Prada लिखते टाइम में मुझे ये याद है जब मेरे दिमाग में ये चीज चल रही थी कि अपना एक कैरेक्टर बनाया गया था, एक फीमेल बनाई गई थी जो कि बहुत डिमांडिंग है, ऐसी चीजें मांग रही है। और ये और मतलब मुझे कॉन्सेप्ट ऐसे लगा था जो मासी इसमें ज्यादा अच्छे लगे, जो क्योंकि बंदे अपनी लाइफ से इतने ज्यादा तंग हैं, थोड़ा मजे कर ले, ठीक है।
म्यूजिक इज ऑल अबाउट
तो उसके ऊपर लिखा गया जब उसके ऊपर जब लिखा गया अपना ऐसे टाइप का कैरेक्टर बनाया गया, फिर उसके बाद जब सुनाया तब इनको वही लगा कि यार जो ऑफिस में मिले थे ना श्रेया जी, यार वो कैरेक्टर ही ऐसा है, उसको बोलते हैं, उसको बोलते हैं।
आई मेट हर, शी
Prada लगे ये वो
न्यूयॉर्क से आए थे, and it was good to know her, and she had a good sense of style and the kind of things that we were looking for in that new song that we were working on.
Wow.
And then we recorded this song.
Yeah, because I was very nervous before Prada released because there were like conflicting opinions. So people would be like, "Arey, chill yaar, Lamborghini ke baad everyone's waiting, you'll be fine." I was like, no, but the thing is, Lamborghini was such a massive success. And Ragini was like so brilliant in the song that people are naturally going to like draw comparisons. And then I met Ragini and I was like, girl, like I'm nervous. And she's like, chill, no, itna kya stress lene ka? She's like, it's gonna do well, you've sung it well, you've done your job well. At the end of it, you know, when that stress gets to you, you have to understand that, you know, you've done your bit. Aapne apna 100%, 150% de diya. You've done your job. The rest is destiny.
ਅੱਜ ਕਰ ਲੈ ਤੇ ਵਾਦਾ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਦੇ ਪਰਾਰ, ਨਹੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਦੂਰੋਂ ਦੂਰੋਂ, ਨਹੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਦੂਰੋਂ ਦੂਰੋਂ, ਨਹੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਦੂਰੋਂ ਦੂਰੋਂ ਤੱਕਦਾ ਰਹੀ, ਮੈਂ ਹੋਰ ਕੋਈ ਲੱਭ ਲੂੰ ਦੂਜਾ।
ਕਾਲੇ ਹੈ ਚਸ਼ਮੇ ਤੇ ਕਾਲੀ ਤੇਰੀ ਵਾਲੀਆਂ, ਮੇਰੇ ਡਮਾਂਡਾ ਹੁਣ ਨਵੀਂ ਤੇਰੀ ਆ ਗਈਆਂ, 2 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਚ ਹਿੱਲਾ ਖੱਟੀ ਕਰੀ 40, ਵਾਹ ਜੀ ਵਾਹ ਕਿਆ ਖੂਬ ਤਾਲੀਆਂ, ਕਰਤੀ ਮੇਰੀ जेब तू खाली, goddamn इस मेरी बढ़ती ही गांधी, कर रहम थोड़ी कर मेरी फिक्र, रहम छोटी छोटी गल्ला पीछे लड़े आना ध्यान।
कल चुप चाप माना मैं बना के बैठी माना, कल चुप चाप माना मैं बना के बैठी माना, एवे झूठे आना, एवे झूठे आना, एवे झूठे आना, कल हमारी चाह नहीं तो गुस्सा हो जाऊंगी मैं सजना।